So in this video I thought I would do a kind of yard vlog and updates video really, and yeah, I've got lots of things to do today that aren't necessarily riding, and I thought I would put that all in sort of general yard video. I've got mucking out to do, obviously, all stuff like that. I've got to turn the horses out, which I've actually already done, but this will be like you'll see this before I've turned them out. And yeah, just sort of what my general routine is with the horses when I'm here, because obviously 4 days a week I'm at uni, and then 3 days a week I'm here, so sort of showing that kind of routine. Thought I'd also do an update, what I have been doing, sort of like leading up to this point, what I'm going to be doing. So I kind of wanted this channel to be like a bit more of like a log of what I do with the horses, because I did have a previous channel when I was younger and stuff, and I always used to post sort of like raws on there, edits, stuff like that, like longer videos of me riding, which is always what I've liked YouTube for, because then when I look back at videos and stuff, it's not like an Instagram video that's like 5-10 seconds. It's like a proper full kind of riding video. However, for this channel I kind of wanted it to make a bit more sense for the viewer, because I've always kind of been one of those where I'm just like, oh, I'm riding today, I'll get someone to film it and I'll film, you know, and I'll say, oh, I'm riding today, and then that's it. So I think, yeah, I'm going to try and make my videos just a little bit more of like what I'm actually doing day to day with the horses and what sort of the plans are going forward, being very honest as possible, because I think that makes it generally more enjoyable to watch, because I think I've always posted riding videos just thinking that, well, that's what I do, but it's not really what we all do constantly. I hope that makes sense. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, it's 8:15. I'm a bit late, but I've got T going out. He's always the first to go out. I might have a couple of unsettled horses this morning, just because they're all going in different fields today. Aren't you? So yeah, I'm not sure how many I'm going to be able to film. But yeah, I will definitely video them once they're out and in their new fields. Little Charles next. Come on, little monkey. Oh, listen. So everyone's out now. Little Shawnee has just been in the all-weather paddock, just because when it starts off frosty, he's got laminitis. Well, he's not got laminitis, but he's laminitis prone. So the frost is really bad for lammies. So yeah, he doesn't go out when the frost is in his field, but it's actually cleared very quickly this morning. So he's only been in the all-weather for like 20 minutes. Hey. So he'll be pleased to go out. And then that's the last one. I've just got to do a couple of field waters. Everyone's been a little bit unsettled this morning, but nothing too bad. I think they're more happy to be in nice grassy fields. So these three, it's very foggy. So Buddy, Torello and Sean are still over this side, but Buddy and Torello are on new fields. Sean is on one that Torello's already grazed, but it's a lot more than his previous field. Then over this side we've got these two. They have got lovely big fields. Hi boys, are you happy in here? Yeah. Are you happy? Yeah. Oh. You right, Charles? Are you happy? Are you happy? Is it you? What are you two doing? Little Charlie. Okay, so all the horses are out. I am just gonna put all the hay nets in the wheelbarrow. I'm just gonna take all the hay to the hay barn, start sort of doing that. I'm going to grab some breakfast when I go in, as I believe it's 9 o'clock already, which I am late already this morning. I'm normally sort of to this point by 8:30, but the horses took obviously a little bit longer to get out this morning because they were all in different fields. So yeah, so I've been in for breakfast. It's actually 10:15. I never normally come out here this late, but yeah, I end up having quite a lot for breakfast. I'm just gonna muck everyone out now. It usually takes me about an hour and a half to muck everyone out, because they've got quite big beds, so it does end up taking just that little bit longer. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. I'll do a couple of like befores and afters of the beds, and then yeah, I'll do hay nets and waters. I forgot to do the before for Charlie's, but this is his after. Got to do a before for Buddies as well, but this is Buddies. The before for Torello's. Torello's all done. All of the hay nets, Torello's and Tristan's hay nets are wet, and then the rest have dry. I've just swept the yard, done a pretty terrible job of it actually. And that is my coat and my drink on the fence. And yeah, I am leaving the rugs on the doors. I do when it's just me here, just because the rug room is there, so just it's a wasted journey. But obviously all of their turnout rugs, once they've come in, go in the rug room. It's just for ease, they stay on their doors during the day while they're not in. So it's about 12:30 now. I'm a little bit later than normal, but I'm all done apart from their feeds. I'm just going to quickly go and check on them in the fields to make sure that they've still got hay, water, and they're all happy. And then I'm going to go and grab a bit of lunch, and then I will come out just before I get them in. I normally get them in at about 2, and yeah, I'll come out and just do a little update. I might do it once I've got them in. I'll see how my time goes, and yeah, I'll just do a little like sit down update, what I'm gonna do, what I've been doing, like that. And then yeah, I've got someone coming to ride Sean at 2:30, and then I'm gonna flat work Charlie, and then I'm clipping Buddy. So yeah, still lots to do this afternoon. Okay, so I'm just inside now, just having a bit of lunch and doing a little bit of work. I am probably going to ride Charlie and Buddy, just because I'll quickly show you. The weather is just looking so nice. The boys are out in these fields. Yeah, the weather is just looking so lovely that seems silly not to have a little go on both of them. And yeah, and Buddy is obviously going to be clipped while I'm riding Charlie, so he'll probably be quite fresh, but I think I think it'll be worth it. But yeah, I don't clip because my clippers just hate me, so I've got my friend to come down and clip so she can do that while I'm flat working little Charlie. But yeah, it is currently 1:30, and yeah, I'm gonna get the horses in about half an hour, maybe sort of half an hour to an hour. Okay, so I've moved to my room just because it's easier to put the camera up in here. I'm going to try and keep this really, really quick, but just a little update sort of segment. I went to a show with Torello 3 weeks ago, and at Berry Farm again, where we had gone before. It was the Bareback Challenge weekend. We went on the Sunday, and essentially we had an okay-ish first round. They're always quite sticky, so it was good that it was a Discovery rather than a 105. And then for our second round, which was the newcomers, I actually had a fall. It was at fence 5. I'll pop the video in. And yeah, he was just sticky the whole time. And I think normally by the second round, I've kind of ridden through the stickiness. However, he was just extra fussy in the practice ring this day. I'd had a bit of a fiddle around with his saddle. It slipped back a couple of times. And I think, again, that was where I was rushing. Even though we had got there an hour and a half before my class started, there was a lot of withdrawals because obviously it was the Sunday, last day of the 4-day. And we ended up being like 13th in, and we were meant to be like 30th or something. So it was very rushed. By the time I got down to the practice ring, I'd actually only got like 7 horses to go. So about 15 minutes to warm up, which is obviously not enough, especially when Torello's in that funny mood. So it felt, you know, it was all a bit of a rubbish timing kind of thing, but it was a good learning curve. I went to uni the following day. I had a couple of bad results at uni as well. It always comes at once, doesn't it? So yeah, and then I went to uni, completely forgot about horses, came back on Friday, gave him a flat work session, he was fine. And then I actually had a clinic that weekend and rode him in that, and it went okay. Again, like, my confidence was a little bit on the rocky side. So I actually, even though it went okay and we persevered with my instructor, I had someone school him the weekend after that. And it was really insightful to see how forward they had him in the canter. I tend to go for this very small canter with Torello because he is 17 hands. So I always worry that we're going to make too much sort of space in the distances. And sometimes I think it was really interesting to see someone else ride him. And she was like, he does, when you ignite that canter, he kind of like splays out, like it's all sort of strung out rather than like just more impulsion. So I think that was really interesting, and that's obviously something now that we just continue to work on in our flat work, in our jumping. But I have actually got a show this week. I'm on a reading week for uni. So yeah, I'll flat work the boys today, and then Torello will have a jumping session either tomorrow or Monday. And yeah, hopefully that goes well. I will probably vlog that. But yeah, that's kind of the consensus of what's gone on the last couple of weeks. And the plans for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to keep Torello going. He has actually stayed in work through winter this year, whereas last year he had it off. And yeah, he's going to keep going until end of Easter. And then from end of April to the whole month of May, he's going to have completely off because I've got 2 deadlines for uni. They're my 2 final deadlines of the year. And then obviously we've got a nice long stretch after I finished uni until I go back in October. So yeah, I'm quite lucky with my uni. Most people go back in September. I actually don't go back until October because it's an architecture degree. It works on a slightly different timetable. That is kind of the plans. I'm really looking forward to everything sort of coming to an end as my uni, as I think this year I've definitely juggled the horses a little bit more than I did last year at uni. I kind of gave them the whole time off. Charlie still had a month off this winter, it's more like 6 weeks actually. And yeah, he's actually going off for schooling with my instructor just because he's not quite getting enough of my time at the moment. He's going off for schooling next week, and hopefully by the time I'm back, it will be my Easter break in which I can really focus on him. As well as Torello, I'll keep him going, but by that point it'll just be a couple of shows for Torello and then he'll be finished. I'm just really looking forward to outdoor season now. Hopefully going to make my life a little bit easier with trying to find that correct canter. So I'll let this rest of this video just carry on now, as I'm obviously going to go out, get the boys in, clip buds and have a couple of sessions with the 2 bay boys. And yeah, and I'll keep everyone updated on Buddy's and Charlie's plans as well. I'll probably do that in the next video. But yeah, this was more of like an update on Torello, this one, and yeah. Little darling. Very, very good boy. Good boy.
Yeah, but I didn't know you meant right now.
So I'm actually going to end this video here now because I'm going out tonight for dinner, and yeah, I'll probably be rushed putting the horses to bed after I've ridden Charlie and then Buddy. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this style of video. And yeah, let me know if you want sort of more like raw sort of videos like this in future, like me doing the stables and stuff, me letting the horses out, or even maybe like a night routine or something. And yeah, hope you enjoyed.